Tragic losses in football, a story of emotional moments. In the world of football, the roar of the crowd and the thrill of victory often overshadow the darker, more tragic moments that have left an indelible mark on the sport's history. But what happens when the beautiful game turns heartbreaking? Imagine the agonizing seconds when a seemingly invincible team falls, or when a hero's journey is cut short in the blink of an eye. Why do these moments haunt us long after the final whistle? How have these tragic losses shaped the very soul of football? Prepare to be taken on an emotional journey through the most devastating moments in football history, stories that will grip your heart and leave you questioning, why did it have to happen this way? Football is a sport that brings immense joy to millions worldwide, but it also has its moments of deep sorrow. The football community has seen its share of heartbreaking losses, from tragic accidents to sudden illnesses. Here are stories of 20 emotional moments that touched the hearts of fans and players alike, as they mourned the passing of talented footballers. Emiliano Sala had just signed with Cardiff City, leaving behind his club Nantes. On January 21, 2019, while flying over the English Channel, his plane tragically crashed, ending his promising career at the young age of 28. The football community mourned deeply, with a funeral held in his hometown of Progreso, Argentina, attended by family, friends, and representatives from both Cardiff City and Nantes. The world was shocked on June 26, 2003, when Marc-Vivien Foé suddenly collapsed and died during a FIFA Confederations Cup match. The 28-year-old, on loan at Manchester City from Lyon, suffered a cardiac arrest, leaving the football world in mourning. His funeral in Yaoundé, Cameroon, saw thousands, including national and club teammates, gather to bid farewell. Antonio Puerta was another young talent taken too soon. On August 28, 2007, the 22-year-old Sevilla player suffered multiple cardiac arrests during a match, leading to his untimely death. His funeral in Seville was a somber event, with teammates, coaches, fans, and representatives from various clubs paying their respects. One of the darkest days in football history was February 6, 1958, when the Munich air disaster claimed the lives of several Manchester United players, known as the Busby Babes. The crash, which occurred on takeoff, left the football world in shock and mourning. The victims, aged between 21 and 36, were honored with multiple funerals in the UK and abroad, drawing large gatherings of supporters and football representatives. The sudden death of Davide Astori, the 31-year-old Fiorentina captain, on March 4, 2018, from cardiac arrest, left a profound impact on fans and players. His funeral in Florence, Italy, was attended by thousands, including fans, players, and dignitaries, with a national day of mourning declared in his honor. Gary Speed, a respected former player and manager of Wales, tragically took his own life on November 27, 2011, at the age of 42. His funeral was a private affair, attended by family and close friends, but memorial services were held in his honor, with tributes pouring in from across the football world. The murder of Andrés Escobar on July 2, 1994, after an own goal in the World Cup, was a tragic end to the life of the 27-year-old Colombian defender. His death was a national tragedy in Colombia, with thousands attending his funeral to mourn the loss of a player who embodied fair play and sportsmanship. Miklos Feher, a Hungarian striker playing for Benfica, collapsed and died of cardiac arrhythmia during a match on January 25, 2004. The 24-year-old's funeral in his hometown of Győr, Hungary, saw a gathering of family, friends, teammates, and fans who came to pay their respects. The Chapecoense plane crash on November 28, 2016, was a devastating event that claimed the lives of nearly the entire Brazilian football team Chapecoense. The team was on its way to the Copa Sudamericana final. The tragedy was mourned worldwide, with a public memorial service held at the Arena Conda Stadium in Chapecó, Brazil, attended by thousands. The tragic suicide of Robert Enke on November 10, 2009, brought attention to the struggles of mental health among athletes. The 32-year-old German goalkeeper took his life by stepping in front of a train. His funeral, attended by family, friends, teammates, and many from the football community, highlighted the importance of mental health awareness in sports. Phil O'Donnell, a 35-year-old Motherwell player, collapsed and died of cardiac arrest during a match on December 29, 2007. His funeral in Hamilton, Scotland, drew a large turnout from the football community, reflecting his impact on the game and the love and respect he garnered. Pier Mario Morosini was only 25 when he suffered a fatal cardiac arrest during a Serie B game on April 14, 2012. The Livorno player, on loan from Udinese, was mourned at his funeral in Bergamo, Italy, where many from the Italian football community came to pay their respects. Johan Cruyff, one of football's greatest legends, passed away on March 24, 2016, after battling lung cancer. The Dutch icon, who played for and coached Ajax and Barcelona, had a profound influence on the sport. His funeral was private, but public tributes were paid across the world, particularly in Amsterdam and Barcelona. The death of Tito Vilanova on April 25, 2014, after a long battle with cancer, deeply saddened the Barcelona community. The 45-year-old former coach was remembered for his contributions to the club. His funeral was private, with a memorial service held at Barcelona's Camp Nou stadium, attended by players, officials, and fans. Borislav Stankovic, a respected figure in basketball, passed away on March 20, 2020, at the age of 94. Though primarily known for his contributions to basketball, his passing was noted in the wider sports community. His funeral was attended by family and sports officials, recognizing his lifelong dedication to sport. Dalian Atkinson, a former Aston Villa and Real Sociedad player, tragically died on August 15, 2016, after being tasered by police. The 48-year-old's death sparked discussions on the use of force by law enforcement. His funeral was private, with tributes paid by former clubs and teammates. Ugo Ihaigu, a former player and Tottenham Hotspur under-23 coach, suffered a cardiac arrest during a training session and passed away on April 21, 2017, at the age of 44. Ihaiagu's funeral was private, but a memorial service was held to honor his contributions to football as both a player and a coach. The Zambia national football team plane crash on April 27, 1993, was a devastating tragedy that claimed the lives of the entire team. The crash, off the coast of Gabon, shocked the nation and the world. A state funeral was held in Lusaka, Zambia, with a national day of mourning declared. The entire team was honored as national heroes. The passing of Diego Maradona on November 25, 2020, marked the end of an era for one of football's most iconic figures. The 60-year-old Argentine legend died of cardiac arrest. His funeral in Buenos Aires was a national event, with thousands lining the streets to pay their respects. The government declared 3 days of national mourning. José Antonio Reyes, a former player for clubs like Arsenal and Real Madrid, tragically died in a car accident on June 1, 2019. The 35-year-old's funeral took place in his hometown of Utrera, Spain, attended by family, friends, and members of the football community. A minute's silence was observed at various football matches in his honor. These stories of loss remind us of the fleeting nature of life and the emotional impact these players had on fans, teammates, and the broader football community. Their legacies live on in the memories of those who admired them, both on and off the pitch.